A very good and warm morning to each one of you. I'm sure you have been waiting for this moment. At last, going through various constraints, various difficulties, we have managed to come together on a platform. Of course, not what we expected this year. We would have been much happier to be there at a venue, meeting each other, enjoying each other's company, sharing thoughts, and in a mood of celebration, starting this particular conference. But this is the way we can meet today, and I am happy that we are able to meet and we are able to have this conference on the virtual platform. Now, before I begin the day's proceedings, I would request you all to observe a minute's silence. This is to pay homage to the late Mr. Nabarun Day, the Joint Secretary of our association. He was also a member of the Executive Committee of the Council. Mr. Day passed away on the 21st of November. So before we begin the day's program, I request you all to observe a minute's silence and pay your homage and a silent prayer for the departed soul.
Almighty ever-living God, omnipotent and omnipresent, the source of our being and life, we implore your blessings on this esteemed gathering of heads of schools at their annual conference 2020. Lord, as we raise our hearts to you in the spirit of prayer, we invoke your blessings and ask you to give us courage and wisdom to bring in a fresh start. May the spirit of hope wipe out darkness and strife. No matter how uncertain and bleak the situation may be, in the midst of uncertainties, ill health, conflict, and division, may we always turn our minds to peace. Lord, give us strength. Walk with us and show us the way. Help us not to lean on our own understanding, but in everything acknowledge you, so that you can direct our words, thoughts, and actions. We pray that the new national education policy which aims at making the existing education system holistic, flexible, and multidisciplinary, will help build ethics of compassion for those less fortunate. Teach us to bring our individual brilliance to the world and use it to offer praise to thy holy name. Lord, grant us the will to work together, the wisdom to listen to each other's views, and the insight to plan together. Help us build a family of schools that supports the development of each individual child, inspiring and enthusing in them a love of learning. May everything that we discuss have a bearing on the children under our care. Let us never forget that it is both a privilege and a responsibility to play a part in the education of the young. Grant that we may always support each other in that process. Amen.
With the divine blessings, we will be able to go through the day's proceedings and will accomplish a lot during this day that we have gathered together for this virtual conference. I'd like to thank Brother Joseph, the principal of St. George's College, Missouri, for giving us this prayer as a special prayer prepared for this virtual conference. I understand that under various constraints, we have to put in a lot of resources to put any program together. So thank you, brother, for stepping in and coming up with this prayer, such a meaningful one. I'm sure this will take us forward on this day. Now, before we proceed, I would like to extend a formal welcome to each one of you who have joined here with us for this virtual conference. A hearty welcome to Dr. G. Emmanuel, the chairman of the council, who is in Ahmedabad now, and he is joining us for this conference. I would also like to welcome Mr. Jerry Arthun, the chief executive and secretary of the council, and the officers of the council who are going to be with us today. I would like to welcome all of you who have joined the meeting for the first time. In fact, for several years, there are principals who have been saying that they are unable to join the meeting because of various constraints, like they don't get even permission from the management to join the meetings and so on. So I'm sure today those principals have joined this meeting for the first time. I'd like to extend a very special welcome to you. We also have two international schools joining us today for the first time. In fact, in our ASIC conference, this is the first time that we have principals from abroad joining this conference. We have a principal from Indonesia, the only ASIC school that we have in Indonesia. We also have the principal from Dubai. So a very special welcome to you, and I hope you will find this day a useful and meaningful one. And there are many of you who are joining this meeting for the first time, and we expect a lot from what is happening today. I'm sure you will not be disappointed, because the main reason for which you are here, I'm sure, is because of the council time that we have. So the council is there in full strength, and Mr. Arathun and his team will be there. They are well prepared. You have sent a number of questions now. We have forwarded those questions to the council, and all your questions will be answered during the council time. And I'm sure you will be satisfied